Hi, I'm Sarah from 3 Mad Mixes and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to make two types of passata. We're going to make one from tin tomatoes and then we're going to make one with these beautiful fresh tomatoes that I bought from the market yesterday. I make passata all the time. I usually have a jar of it in the fridge just to go on pasta or as a delicious pizza sauce. It's very simple to make and pretty quick. You only need a couple of ingredients for passata. This is what I use in mine. Tomatoes, tinned or fresh, olive oil, brown onions. This is some garlic that I took the skins off a couple of weeks ago and just put in some olive oil. So that should be nice and tasty. And then this is just an Italian herb mix that I made in the Thermomix as well. So I'll use that and some salt and pepper for seasoning. So we're going to start with the tin tomato passata. We put in one onion and probably, I'd say 3 cloves of garlic. And we'll put in a little bit of the dried herbs, maybe equivalent to 1 teaspoon. So that's about 1 teaspoon. And we're going to chop that for 3 seconds, speed 5. That's just like a nice loose chop. Then what we're going to do is add in some olive oil. One of the things that I actually saw in a demonstration the other day that people were sauteing their onions on the Varoma speed, which I think is actually really cool. I hadn't tried that before, so let's see how well it works. So the onions have cooked. They've cooked down really nicely. I really like this new tip about cooking on the Varoma. When it was cooking, there was actually quite a lot of steam coming out. So now all I'm going to do is add 2 tins of tomatoes. I bought the diced ones because just out of habit, that's the ones that I always buy. And I always just buy tins of tomatoes that have got wrinkles, right? I think the only difference between these two is going to be cooking time. So for this one, I've made a number of times before. I know that it really only needs 10 minutes. Cook it on speed 100, so temperature 100, speed 1. This is the tin tomato passata. It cooked for 10 minutes. It looks amazing. I'm just going to now put that into a jar. Okay, now we are going to do exactly the same process but use the fresh tomatoes. Hi, this is a crazy little voiceover to match our crazy fast bunny. Put 1 onion, 3 cloves of garlic, dried Italian herbs, chop them for 3 seconds, speed 5, scrape down, add 20 ml of olive oil, cook for 5 minutes, Varoma, speed 1. Excellent! We are going to put in a nice generous bowl full of the fresh Roma tomatoes. I've just halved them. More fast cooking. Cook for 15 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 3. After 2 minutes, turn it down to speed 1 so it stays nice and chunky. Taste test. So I labelled them because I'm pretty vague and I may have forgotten which one was which. But they are actually quite different colours, so I don't know how I managed to do that, but that is exactly the perfect quantity for this jar. So the tin tomatoes is really rich and unctuous, and the fresh tomatoes, you know, you can taste a difference. Is it worth going and buying fresh tomatoes and doing it from scratch? I'm not sure. I think if you are at the market and you see a big box of tomatoes like I did yesterday, got some from your local producers, you can feel really good about making your passata from scratch. I think equally, raiding the cupboard and using tin tomatoes is going to get you a really good result. Either way, I think you'll be really happy with this passata sauce recipe. Have a good weekend, everyone. If you like this video, don't forget to follow 3 Mad Mixes on YouTube.